Okay, good morning everyone. I'm in New Zealand and it is cold outside. So yeah, first impressions of the place, everyone's very friendly. I think so many people said good morning to me this morning that I almost ran out of breath. Every corner you turn is like good morning, good morning. It's one of those kind of places. It reminds me a little bit of Canada. It's super cold. Last night it was pretty cold, like it's not freezing or anything. I'm taking a walk into the city. I didn't know the University of Auckland is actually right here. I'm just looking for somewhere I can like sit down, fly the drone, maybe by the water, you know, take some pictures. Not really a whole bunch planned. I just did a whole day of traveling yesterday. I'm still actually pretty tired. You know, every time the jet lag starts to get a tad better, I end up changing time zones again. So yeah, I'm probably jet lagged. I don't think my body has any clue what time it really is. Okay, so I found some park here and it's very scenic. It has this look over at the bay and I think it's a good place to fly the drone. Now I just cross my fingers that it actually works. I think I had fixed it, but I hadn't had a chance to fly it because the last few countries I was in don't allow that. So I'm pretty excited to try that out. Interesting place here. All the buildings are pretty modern looking. That kind of goes for everywhere that I've been. You know, they're building heavily. You know, lots of new construction and all of it's like that modern style. So definitely very cool. So the drone just doesn't want to cooperate today. Today it's an app problem. I realized that when my phone was messed up a couple of weeks ago, I have to re-download the drone app and I'm somewhere with no Wi-Fi and the app apparently is so large that I just can't get it to download out here. I was about to launch from a pretty questionable place. There is a great view, but it's on this hill and there's a lot of really large trees right here. So maybe it turns out best that I didn't fly the drone here anyways. There's some really scenic like bays. Some of this stuff I'm gonna have to get in an Uber another day and actually go check it out, but I'm gonna see what I can check out on foot today. Still trying to put my mental clock together. The jet lag is really getting me and my stomach is completely sideways at this point. So yeah, I'm just gonna relax today, show you guys what I see around the city. Alright, so I am back in the hotel, just working with what I can get today. I wanted to just go check out some of this stuff here. The hotel's an amazing location. I can get to everything in the city, kind of a long walk to the water. And then there's kind of some stuff in the mountains that I wanted to see. I came back home earlier. Just from walking around. I was super tired. I actually went to sleep for like 4 or 5 hours. So I feel a little bit more in order and I see there's a sunset coming up, right? So I Google things to do in Auckland at night and sure enough, it said go see the sunset at Mount Eden. So I got my glasses on today so I can make sure I see this beautiful sight in full clarity. And yeah, I'm gonna catch an Uber. I'm gonna head out there and check this out. I'm pretty happy. I get to put some really good content on the vlog today. I hate when I don't have anything to put on here, but you know, the traveling just gets like that sometimes. So without further ado, let's get right into that. One thing I find interesting here, everything here seems to be larger. The trees are larger, the hills are larger, the trees are very large. Kind of those like trees from the Tomb Raider temple. So as you can see, I'm just making my way up. It's kind of funny. It reminds me of the beginning of the trip a little bit when I was in Canada and I was doing the similar kind of hiking. The views are starting to come in. Have this, for example, pretty solid view. I believe I'm almost to the top. Okay, so finally to the top of Mount Eden, and the views definitely a lot more impressive than, you know, Google could show you. When I was looking it up initially, this goes in 360 directions, which is actually pretty cool. So you could actually get more of a tour of the city just by coming up here for 5 minutes. You could see so much. So I know you guys can't hear the wind because I have my buffer on, but it's super, super windy. So to add stuff to, you know, my general thoughts about travel, you know, there's some stuff where, you know, the day might get started and you're like, that's not gonna be as cool as you think it is. And I think that happens on like a micro basis for basically anything that everyone doesn't do. But one of those was like, you know, a small mountain in the middle of, you know, New Zealand. How cool could that be? Size of the clouds and the sun coming through the back, and then how, you know, high up we are here with the 360 view. It's actually pretty incredible. Much more so than I would have thought from, you know, looking at it online. Every time I decide to go look at something or not go look at something, ends up being kind of the same thing. I'm always so much more impressed than I thought I would be initially. That kind of is the reminder to continually do things like that and try things and push the envelope on certain things, just because you're probably going to be surprised. You know, expectations killed the cat. Isn't that a quote somewhere? Expectations killed the cat. Okay, so there it is. It looks like it's a lot brighter in this video, but it's actually getting pretty dark now. Sunset's covered up by a bunch of clouds, no problem. It's still quite the view out here anyways today. So I'm gonna make my way back down the mountain yeah, I put this video together. I did get the drone up just for a little bit, but it was kind of sketchy. It was giving me a whole bunch of errors. I don't think it's fixed yet, so that's kind of a problem. I went to make sure I'm somewhere where I could really test it and make sure it's fixed. The camera gimbal also is not working at its best. It was super shaky. I'm gonna see if I can smooth it out in editing, but if I can't, then that's fine. I'm just gonna work on fixing that still. Solid day, a very long day because I slept in the middle of it and jet lag was catching up to me and everything. So it's kind of like 2 days in one. So maybe I'll get 2 sleeps in one coming up next. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did enjoy it, go ahead and drop a like below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I see all you who are watching and not subscribed. Just go ahead and subscribe. I have so much more coming, and I hope you also enjoy that too. So like always, I will see you in the next video. So it's super cold out here, and I'm not used to that. I was literally just in Thailand talking about how hot it was, and now I am here talking about how cold it is.